What's up, everybody? Kind of ran into a problem already. I was drilling mixing up my plastisol here. My drill was dead from the cold, so got that on the charger. In the meantime, I'm gonna do a little bit of TLC around the shop, get some of this all cleaned up. I got so much extra stuff, tackle boxes, stuff like that. I think I'm gonna do a tackle box giveaway. Subscribe. You know, if you subscribe, you get a chance to win a tackle box full of baits and such. We'll get to that at the end of the video. I'll have something thrown together for y'all. And so if you want a chance to win a tackle box full of legacy baits, give a subscribe. If we can get to 50 subscribers, I'll do it at 50. If we can't get to 50 subscribers, then I'll just announce it sooner than 50. That's fine by me. Either way, enter to get a chance to be the owner of a bunch of legacy baits. At the end of the video, I'll reveal that bait box, show you what's all inside of it. Yeah, I'll ship it right to your door, pay all the fees, and you walk away with following me on YouTube and a bunch of baits, you know. So we're gonna do a little bit of cleaning up, and then we'll get to making some more ice fishing baits. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that tackle box reveal that you can get a chance to win. All right, today we're going to be cooking in this 4-cup measuring cup. We're going to be using the microwave. We're probably going to be doing a new color, maybe some motor oil. So this is the clean motor oil. We're going to be using this from Lurecraft. You can get this at lurecraft.com. Great stuff. I love using Lurecraft's colorants. They're one of my favorites. So clean motor oil is what we're going to be using. Gonna get the plastisol inside the cup and get to cooking. Alright, so this is a pretty big cup. So we're gonna cook this in the microwave for a few minutes. Again, if you haven't watched my bait making for beginners, that video is in the bait making playlist. You can go watch that. Gives you a little more tips on cooking your plastisol, but you want to get your plastisol to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the #1 thing you want to do. So I'm going to start with 4 minutes. I'll check it at 3 minutes just to make sure it's not burning. So again, just to recap the preparation for the plastisol, what you want to do is you want to mix it up really well. It separates, so you need to mix it up pretty darn well. And then you want to heat it up to 350 degrees, whether that be a microwave or that be a Presto pot. Usually I'm cooking in a Presto pot, but for ice baits I like to cook them in the microwave just because it uses less plastic. So we're going to be using the microwave today. Always make sure that it gets 350 degrees like I said. You're going to need a thermometer. I like to use a digital thermometer. A lot of people recommend using just like a glass thermometer that you dip into the plastisol, but I use an electric one. 53 degrees in here right now. It's warmer than that, but the ground's 42. It's pretty cold in here. The first thing you want to do no matter what is mix your plastisol very well and get it to 350 degrees. That's a major part. If it doesn't get to 350 degrees, it's going to be a gooey mess. I've done it before and you don't want to clean it up because everything gets gooey. So I just cooked it for 4 minutes, mixed it up a little bit. Ooh, we got a little goop booger right there. Get that out of there. Let it cook for probably another 4 minutes. See where we're at after that. Again, this is quite a bit of plastic for the microwave, so it might take a little while for it to cook, which is no big deal. So as you can see, the plastisol has separated into 2 layers here. So that's why it is very important in between to mix it up. That way the chemicals stay mixed. As you can see, the top layer's hot, the bottom still isn't cooked. So even as you're heating up, you're going to have to mix it up every now and then just to get the plastisol mixed around. As you can see, without being heated up all the way, it's just a big goopy mess. So what I do now for this is I literally just take another butter knife, put that right back into the cup. We'll heat it up for another 4 minutes. See where we are there. Now, as you can see, there's a lot of air bubbles on the surface here. That's okay. Sometimes that's okay. Sometimes it'll really affect you. And I kind of overfilled this glass a little. I'm leaking down the sides. But this shouldn't affect me. These air bubbles are not going to affect these small baits. Now, if it was a larger bait, it really would. So, you can see it's really hot. It's steaming right now. Let's see what the temperature is. 370, 365. So we've reached over 350 degrees. So now we're ready to add some colorant. Again, we're going to be using clean motor oil from Lure Craft. So I'm going to add some drops here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get the gist. This bottle's a little hard to squeeze. $20. We're going to start with 40. So now, going to mix that up and see what that gets us. Probably going to have to add some more colorant, which is no big deal. This is going to be a light color anyways. It doesn't have to be too dark. But you don't want it too light. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this. That's about perfect. Might add 5 more drops just to make sure. Alright. There we go. And let's see if there's a big color change in 5 drops or not. Let's put this right next to it. Not too much of a difference, but that's the color we're going to be using. So now, the fun part. Let's get to injecting some baits. So we're going to be making 3 kinds of ice baits. The 1-inch Predator, 1-inch ball tail, and the 1-inch ice pick. The Predator is honestly my favorite, and I think it's going to look really good with this motor oil. So here we go. Gonna get both gloves on here. Stir this a little bit. Whoa. Pull up the injector. Push down a little bit. Not too much pressure, you don't want to flash it. Oh, I got a mess to clean up there. Overfill it a little bit. Oh yeah, this color is gonna be awesome, I think, for ice fishing. It's gonna be a good color. Okay, ball tails are full. And if I can get it on there, ice picks. There we go. Put the extra back into the cup. Let them settle in the mold. Look at that, that's gonna be a good color, I think. Heck yeah. Alright, let's take these apart. So this is the 1-inch Predator and the motor oil. Oh yeah, those are beautiful. Might go a little darker. These are kind of light. Probably go a little darker on those. Hang those up real quick. Let's look at these others first. Yeah, we're gonna go a little bit darker, I think. There's the ball tails. And then we have ice picks. These are little tiny baits. So these are all good baits to catch paintfish with. The Predators I usually catch a lot of crappie with. The bluegill love them all, which I mean bluegill will eat anything, but I've caught some decent. I've actually I think the first so actually these were my first molds, and the first fish I ever caught off of one of my baits, I was using the Predator. It was a largemouth bass. It wasn't giant, but still I thought it was pretty cool to catch a bass as the first one, because myself, I'm a huge bass fisherman. So they'll catch bass, crappie, bluegill, any kind of sunfish. I don't know if walleye will attack them or not. I've never had anyone catch walleye off of them, but they're pretty good little lures. So I usually won't shoot my plastisol if it's under 320 degrees. Right now it's at 297, so we're gonna heat it up in the microwave. So while that's heating up, I'll take this extra plastic. I just throw it in a little Tupperware container. This stuff is all remeltable. So as you can see, I have some extras here from the injector. So all this is reusable. That's a big key also, is reuse what you can. This plastisol is not cheap, especially nowadays. Reuse what you can. It's remeltable. There's no issue with it. It's free plastic. Reuse it, you know. Saves you a lot of money. So let's go ahead and check the temperature. So you always want to stir it so you get not just the surface temp. So 323. 323 is good enough for me. We're going to add a couple more drops of color in it. I just want it a little darker. I'm going to mix that up. Alright, so now we're all mixed up. We're going to shoot again. This mold right here don't need a lot of pressure. Really, these small molds don't really need pressure. You don't really have to push them down because they're so small they fill easy. So there's the predator. Get the ball tail. And the ice pick. Alrighty. Put the extra in the cup. And let these sit. So I usually like to let mine sit for about 5 minutes or so. It really depends on the temperature. Right now it's freezing cold out, so these shouldn't take long to set in, probably around 3 or 4 minutes. I'm trying to get some ideas on what molds I want to buy next, so let me know what kind of baits you guys are interested in. I know for the summertime I'd like to get some creature baits, but ice fishing wise I'm in a stump. So if you're an ice fisherman, let me know what you recommend I make. Even summertime baits, if y'all don't have ice, recommend what I should make. I'm in the market to buy a couple new molds, so let me know. I mean, I'm done for any recommendations. Alright, these are looking better with the darker color. It's a little hard to tell, but this 5 drops made a big difference. I know it might not look like a lot on camera, but this second batch is a lot better with the darker color. I'm pretty picky with my colors, so we're gonna stick with this color right here. It's looking pretty good so far. I'm sorry I had to. That's my favorite part of bait making, but I'm getting chilly. I've got a torpedo heater here. I'm gonna turn it on. It's pretty loud, so I'm gonna just start hammering these baits out, and then we're gonna do a little bit of remelt. I think I've got a lot of remelt stocked up, so we're gonna do some of that. We'll film some more when we get to that, and then after we do some remelt stuff, we'll get to the tackle box reveal. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. So I'm done doing the motor oil stuff. Kind of cut it short and went and got some lunch, but here's what we got so far. So this is what we got out of that. I kind of got distracted with lunch and quit making them, but this is what we have for motor oil. Got some predators, ball tails, ice picks, and then the other day I was making some peppered chartreuse ones. So I'm just waiting on some packaging, and all this stuff will be available up on the website. So look for those within the next week or so. And I'll leave a link to the website in the description below, but now we're gonna work on some remelt. So if you're asking what remelt is, it's kind of like the stuff we saved from earlier. I save it back and then I just melt it. You can either keep the same colors or melt it into a random color like I'm doing here. I cut these big huge pucks into little squares so that they melt faster. We're gonna go for a lighter color. Got some chartreuse, some Hulk in there, some red, some more of that, I call this Mystery Machine green. Let's put some more in there. Let's turn this thing on. So I am just gonna start putting some random colors in here. Heating it up to about 350 degrees. Put some motor oil in there. This is the color we just made. I like to tear them up into small little chunks so that way they melt faster. I know these little squares of chartreuse like this are a little bit bigger, but there, now it's a little smaller. But those will take a little longer to melt down, but that's all good. Gonna try to go for a lighter color. Got some purple. Tear some of that up. This stuff is tough, but it's very, very movable. It's got a lot of action, but it's tough to break. Put some more brown, some more purple. See if I can break that. My goodness. This is one of my favorite things to do, honestly, is you never know what color you're going to get. Sometimes it turns into an icky brown, but I'm going to put some pink in there too. Got some old pink worms we could put in there. Some of this green, more of this green right here. Booger green, Mystery Machine green, whatever you want to call it. I call it Hulk green. Put that in there. Put some pink in there. Y'all get the gist there. So I'm going to tear all this up and start putting it in there. Alright, there's our pot of snot. You can see the green and the reds are starting to melt down there. So I'm sitting here still deciding what to put in that tackle box, and I think you guys are going to like it. Thinking about putting quite a few baits in there, nothing cheesy. Again, make sure to subscribe for your chance to win this tackle box full of baits. I'll be revealing that at the end of the video, what's inside of it. So I'll be doing this giveaway either when I hit 50 or more followers, or 2 weeks from today if I don't hit 50 followers. So no matter what, if you subscribe and we aren't at 50, you still have a chance to win. So it's a win-win situation. If I don't hit 50 subscribers, someone's still walking away with a box of bait. If we do hit 50 or more subscribers, someone's still walking away with a box of bait. And now if we hit 100 subscribers, then 2 people are going to walk away with boxes of bait. Keep that in mind. When you're watching this video, you could win some tackle. So let's check on this pot. Oh yeah, look at that. Get some knife action up in here, mix it around. Oh yeah, there's the pink starting to melt. Ooh, there's the motor oil starting to melt. Hopefully it doesn't turn just brown. I hope it don't turn just brown. I hope it turns into a cool color. It's looking like it's going to be like a greenish brown, so might add some more red or pink in there. Just to lighten the color up a little bit, but there's some white in there just to keep a lighter color. I don't want a brown. I want something that's going to be a lighter color. Something pretty, not something ugly. We'll stick with that for now. Tear a little bit more white off. So we'll stick with that for now and see what happens. Let's go ahead and give her a nice little mix up here. Ooh, man, look at that. Might be like a gray even. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what color. Might even try to... Oh yeah, this is going to be ugly. Ugly, ugly. That's alright. Ugly baits matter. Alright, I've decided we're throwing some orange in there. This needs to brighten up. I don't think orange is really going to do anything at this point, but you know what? Let's try. Why not? I wish I had some blue leftovers, but I don't. I'd throw some blue in there. I don't think I have any laying around here, so throw some orange in there. See if that does anything. Probably not. Ooh, ooh. That's good soup. That's real good soup. So you can see, that's pretty cool looking right there. All that, all melting up. Purple and white coming up. Some greens coming up. I got this orange in there. Oh, man. I think this is still going to turn out ugly, but that's okay. Oh, we got pink showing up, too. Okay. Okay, maybe this will change. Maybe it'll change. Well, this is a interesting color to say the least. I don't even know. I don't even know what that is. Like a desert gray. I mean, oh, it's translucent too. Oh man, what is this? I don't care what it is. We're gonna shoot it. We're gonna shoot it anyways. Let's do this. We're gonna bust out the swim bait mold, the stick bait mold. See what else we can do. This is gonna be ugly. Oh no. Oh, there we go. Had a chunk of plastic in here somewhere. Oh, yeah. This is oh, there's a chunk of orange at the top there for why not? God, what an ugly color. Oh, that sounded terrible. Oh my goodness. That's like, I don't know, this color's kind of neat, but I don't know. The more I look at it, the more it's growing on me now. Like, I don't know. We'll see how the baits turn out. Alright. Let's see how these turned out. Oh, what the? Well, the orange didn't seem to melt all the way. Look at that orange in that tail. It's pretty darn cool. The orange in that one. Those are alright. Those look like little koi fish almost. I know that's nothing close to a koi fish, but that's the only thing I come up with the orange and gray like that. Let's see what this one has to hold. Pretty gross looking. That's about all I know. Yeah, those are pretty ugly. I'd go on to say the world's ugliest bait right there. I sure did it. You're welcome. Alright, now we're going to do some stickworms and some curly tails. Let's see how that turns out. Alright, we've got our stickworms and our curly tail. See how much uglier we can get. Oh, that smells terrible. Make sure you guys wear a mask while doing this stuff. My goodness. I'm putting the lid back on that. No, I can't because I got to shoot this back in there. Oh, yeah. That is one ugly color, and I know there's going to be that one person out there that's like, oh, that's not bad looking. Let's do the curly tail. Oh, we might have flashed it. I just heard a noise and I think this one flashed. Yuck. Alright, let's see how the stickworms turned out. Okay, that doesn't look bad in a stickworm though. Like the stickworms actually look decent with it. The swim baits don't, but the stickworms, that's not too bad of a color. Alright, now let's try the old curly tails. Again, that doesn't look too bad in a worm. The worms don't look bad, but let's do a comparison. Alright, so the stickworm, like I said, does not look bad at all. Like, I would throw this. I doubt many people would, but I know I would throw this. Same with this. The swim bait, I don't know. The color doesn't go too well with it. So now I'm about to present to you the beautiful tackle box full of legacy baits that one of you
can win. Let's check it out.
All right, y'all, here it is. The Legacy Baits YouTube subscriber tackle box. Let's see, this is about $38 worth of baits with the swim baits included. The swim baits will come in their own packaging because I couldn't fit them into the tackle box, but we got black and blue flake 7-inch curly tails, red pumpkin 5-inch stickworms, pink salmon 5-inch stickworms, lilac ball tails, pink lemonade predators, blue pumpkin ball tails, candy pink ball tails, peppered chartreuse predators, these aren't even released yet, and peppered red predators. So again, all you gotta do is make sure that you subscribe. Like I said, if we go over 50 subscribers, if it's like consistent, I'll keep it going for a little bit. But if we hit 50 subscribers and kind of plateau, I'll call it then. Or if we don't hit 50 subscribers, 2 weeks from today, I'll message whoever wins. It's gonna be at random, so any subscriber has a chance to win. Anyways, thanks for checking in. Tie lines, everybody. It's starting to get cold, so you guys up north, let's get ready for some ice fishing, all right? Maybe I'll have to set up an ice fishing tournament on the Fish Donkey app or something. We'll see. Stay tuned, guys. See you in the next one.